Hey guys, so I have an episode here that's pretty cool. I've been watching a new YouTube channel, and it's very different. It's kind of I almost feel like it's over my head a little bit, but it's all relating to the UFO. My fascination with that, and a lot of the different theories that are out there, and one specifically that I've always been sort of drawn to, which is that aliens aren't really kind of the technical term of an alien. Like, I'm not thinking they come from other planets. I'm thinking that they may be just coming from other locations in time or in a dimension that's ahead of us by hundreds of thousands of years or something. But anyway, that was what stopped me to watch this particular channel. It's put out by a guy named Jesse Michaels, who I'm showing you a picture of, and it's called American Alchemy. Okay. And by the looks of it, it seems like he's been doing YouTube's, like he's had a channel since 2011, but um, a lot of his videos, there's like 150 of them, but they go back just about a year is the longest one I saw, I think. But anyway, his tagline is what really kind of drew me in. It says, tune in for new videos weekly highlighting the most heretical thinkers slash ideas of our time. I was and am still em- embarrassed because I did not know what heretical meant. I'm just going to disclose it. I'm not perfect. I don't know. I know I'm a writer and I should know these things. I should definitely know this word because it's something that I can identify with. Google, its definition is very simple: holding an opinion at odds with what is generally accepted. I mean, hello. Everything I do on my channel is generally not accepted by mainstream stuff. I definitely should have known. But anyway, the first episode I watched, it was called "Are Aliens Just Future Humans?" featuring David Grusch and Dr. Mike Myers. Now they don't have the doctor on there. I had to look that up, but hopefully by now, everybody who's into this kind of genre, the UFO stuff, aliens, they're familiar. You guys are familiar with David Grush, and he's the government intelligence officer who is a whistleblower, and actually, with along with Ryan Graves and Commander Fravor, they testified in front of Congress this past summer, July 26th, 2023. I was not familiar with Mike Masters, Dr. Mike Masters. He teaches biological anthropology and interdisciplinary topics at Montana's Technical Institute. He examines a premise that claims, and this is why I stopped, that, quote, the UFO phenomenon may involve our distant human descendants using the anthropological tool of time travel to visit and study us in their own hominin evolutionary past. Now, I have done episodes on time travel as well. As you know, if you've even watched any of my channel, I have done time travel. I believe in it. I think our government has the ability to do it. So that's just my take on it. I could be wrong. He does go on to say it explores how the persistence of long term biological and cultural trends in human evolution, if they are to persist into the future, may ultimately result in us becoming the ones piloting these disc shaped, aka UFOs, which are likely the very devices that allow our future progeny to venture backward across the landscape of time. That makes perfect sense to me. Okay. And he also has authored these 3 books that I'm showing you now. And in the episode that I watched, Jesse Michaels interviews Dr. Masters and asks him to elaborate, and get into the details, the minutia of why he believes these things. And I don't want to ruin it for you. I want you to watch it. I've put the link to this episode and several others that I'll tell you about in a minute. that I think that you would really, really enjoy watching. But, Dr. Masters isn't alone in his beliefs. There are many credentialed and renowned UF researchers that believe that time travel hypothesis. The name that popped into my mind here, because I had heard this name before and I've done a little bit of reading on him. It was Naval Lieutenant Commander George Hoover, who had top secret clearance for like literally most of his life. Okay, he was involved with Roswell. He actually, at one time, admitted to what was recovered at Roswell. Now, I have to go to my phone for this because the quote was a little long, and I want to read it to you so I don't screw it up, to be honest with you, because it's fascinating. Okay. Now, he disclosed the following: UFOs are not the biggest secret. It is the entities behind them that was the most concern. Roswell was, in fact, a crash event of visitors from elsewhere. The entities were not so much interplanetary as much as they were literally also time travelers. They are extra temporal. The visitors are clearly from the future. Okay? There is reason to believe that they may even be us from future Earth. These future humans have the ability to manipulate reality around us. The government feared the intentions and abilities of these quote unquote visitors. These visitors are able to use the power of consciousness in extraordinary ways to morph reality. We human beings are far more powerful in potential than we ever dreamed that we could be. We don't yet comprehend our extraordinary future capabilities. The visitors remain, at essence, though, corporeal and physical, and secret attempts at reverse engineering the visitors' crash material were made. Incredibly, Hoover admitted that he himself was engaged in such technology transfer. So, this Lieutenant Commander Hoover did disclose all that before, he died. And throughout this episode, the possibility of time travel is discussed a lot. So I would say if you're, even remotely interested in that as well, get on this episode. I'm just trying to pique your interest here. Another quote that struck a truth chord with me was something that was said by Dr. Masters. He said, "What's easier to believe, that we are being monitored by aliens from another world, or that we are monitoring ourselves and studying us from the future?" That makes sense as well. Now, I know I'm using a lot of quotes, but it's because, like I said, I want you to be interested enough to do that, like want to learn more about this. Now, Dr. Allen Hynek, J. Allen Hynek, who headed up Project Blue Book, which I've talked about to exhaustion. His son, I believe his name is John, had an interesting take on it, meaning like, why would they want to be here? Who are they? And these kinds of things. And he answers his own questions by saying, well, they'd want to be here because they're probably looking at what they're going to be inheriting thousands of years later, and they're probably trying to right the wrongs that are happening. And it's like you watch it in slow motion, right? It's like parents who, like are leaving their kids home for their teenage kids home for the first time, right? And the parents are like the Anunnaki, and they leaving their kids home with a house full of things that are very important to them, the parents, and artifacts or whatever. And the kids invite their stupid friends over and they start destroying the place, and the house represents kind of like the earth and how we're treating it right now. So it's sort of like, that's how I sort of interpreted it, like that, they're here to maybe rectify or get us back on track if it's possible. And I also, like I said, I have a couple of other links in the description below, so you can check out other episodes. But I just wanted to throw this out there. I really just think that you would really enjoy it. Anyway, the intelligence level of this guy, Jesse Michaels, is mind shattering as well. But until next time, I hope everybody's happy and healthy and stay weird and take care. Bye.